Hello everybody and welcome back to Vanguard, Saga of Heroes. Last episode we made our first character. We took her over to her starting zone. And things really didn't go as planned once we got there. It dropped me off in an unusual spot. And when we got inside, there was no quests really, other than diplomacy that I saw inside the building. Well, after my recording, I ran up to the tent area just to make sure that there were quests there, for this particular episode, and there was not. I left the game and did a little bit more research, and would you know it, Hather's area and the Gnome area of Macalia are the two zones that have not really been worked on. I want to keep this Dark Elf Blood Mage, but what we're going to do today, just to get things moving so I can show a bit of the game to y'all, is I'm going to quickly just make a new character, and we're going to jump into that Isle of Dawn, and we're going to just give that a go today. And I'm going to pick a character. We're going to pick a warrior. Let's do a half-elf. That'll work. We're going to choose Isle of Dawn. The Isle of Dawn was separated from the continent of Kojan during the Cataclysm. A village of battle-hardened humans and a band of zealot hobgoblins have warred against each other for centuries on the Isle. Their mutual hatred for one another runs deep, and even now they are locked in an ongoing struggle. Due to the mysterious loss of the bulk of their defenders, the humans are barely able to defend themselves. Even now, their villages burn as they frantically seek aid. The Isle is in desperate need of heroes, and you have decided to answer that call. P.S. Don't feed the tenbee. I'm not sure what that is, but let's go ahead and get in. Now this is definitely a much better way to enter the game, isn't it? This game does not hold you by the hand, but this starter Isle kind of does. It's going to lead us through and teach us different things, I think, which will be good. Diplomacy in the rest of the world besides this area has not been fully fleshed out as the same as the crafting. Keep in mind, this is early alpha. They are constantly working on it daily. Let's talk to Tanfin Greycloud. And there's my character. I've got a full set of gear, which is awesome. Now, I do want to turn off the headgear. I like to see my character's face. So we're going to go up here to Settings and Character. And now you can hide your cloak, your helm, and your hood. We're going to hide my helm. And we'll hide a hood if I happen to get one. Okay, here we go.
I am listening.
Ah, Alana. Thank you so much for answering our call for aid. I am Tanfin Greycloud, and I humbly welcome you to the Isle of Dawn. Alright, the quest we're going to pick up is go to Kiri Tentries. A hero such as yourself is most needed in these times of war. Please seek out Kiri Tentries just up the road to the southwest. She will get you started and compensate you for the travel cost. Thank you, Alana. May you do well in your deeds. Now, this here, it explains the compass at the top of the screen. This is going to become your best friend. Now, there is a map. It is not the best map. And as far as looking for where you need to go, some items will be marked on this map, but it's probably easier. See, there's just not a lot. This is all the Isle of Dawn, and you can't really tell where you need to go from here. So we need to speak with her. She's standing outside the Tentries family home in the farmstead. She's southwest. So we're going to set that. So you can see above, we're just going to follow the compass. Well, she's right in front of us, so it's not that difficult. Okay.
Did you dream well last night?
A warrior like you will do wonders. Our farmstead may just yet remain standing against the forces of the hobgoblins. Forgive my rudeness. I am Kiri Tentries, and I thank you for coming. I am sure the boat here was not free. Please, take this coin to cover the cost. Oh, thank you.
You're doing well.
Listen to what she has to say about the Isle of Dawn.
Fair day, traveler.
What can you tell me about the hobgoblins? They are large and savage, and they hunger for the taste of blood, and have been on this island for as long as I can remember. We've been able to keep them in their own lands for many years. Recently, something has occurred that caused the disappearance of our warriors. Now, the hobgoblins are ruthlessly attacking our village from the north, and we are outnumbered. It's as if something is driving them to attack with greater force than before. Wouldn't the fact that your warriors are missing make it seem like their attacks are stronger when really, perhaps, they're not?
Has it been a good year for you?
Well, that was our first thought. But there's something unusual about their tactics. Normally, they would capture people and take them back to their camps for use in their bloody rituals. But now, they just brutally murder all who they come across. Ooh. So do you happen to know what happened to your warriors? Well, they were off on a mission with a visitor, a sage, who claimed to be from the lands of our emperor in Tanvu. They were last spotted going into the temple of the ancestors. I fear something terrible has happened. Oh dear. Well, do you want me to find them?
Good day.
Oh, well, I do care about the status of our warriors. They are capable of taking care of themselves. There are more pressing matters here that we need your help with. The farmers cannot defend themselves from the trained warriors of the hobgoblins. Okay, well, what do you want me to do?
May you never miss a sunrise.
You should now have a good understanding of the troubles that are facing us. Please aid the people of the Isle as fast as you can.
Did you dream well last night? I wish you the best.
You will need to speak with veteran Sixfish southeast of here. While our numbers are short, Sixfish does what he can to protect the farmstead. Give him this letter, and he will instruct you on what to do. Okay. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to use our little compass up here
Rivers flow to the
to get
sea.
to him. And we've got all kinds of NPCs hanging around. There's the diplomat over there, so we'll be taking a look at the diplomacy system here in a little bit. But let's go talk to this Mr. Fish. Hello, sir. I've been asked to come and speak with you.
I bow to you, adventurer.
Veteran Sixfish takes the letter from your hands and carefully reads it. After a short while, he looks up at you and says, Alana, is it? Ah, very well. Welcome to the Isle of Dawn. We're going to have to test your skills first to see if you have what it takes to face the hobgoblins. I know you'd rather get straight into the fight, but we have a minor issue to resolve here.
Has it been a good year for you?
I have a task for you, simple yet vital. While we can slay the Guittaro podlings all night, we must drive the larger ones back as they control the young. The Guittaro cannot stand the smell of ground-up seeds from Carmelia flowers. Therefore, I want you to collect 5 seeds from the flowers that grow in the area. Then we can drive them back to the swamp they came from. Okay. That's doable.
Who are you?
Let's see what warming up is as well.
Jin forgives you.
While the hobgoblins are ruthlessly attacking our villages from the north, creatures from the swamp to the south have been attacking our lumberjacks. We don't know why they're so aggressive. It's as if they have a motive behind their attacks. Please head southeast of here and kill some Guitarro podlings. Return to me once your task is complete. Alright, we're going to get some combat in here. Now the combat isn't fully optimized either, so we may run across mobs that are super easy to kill and perhaps the other direction. So just keep that in mind, that it is not as good as it's going to be when they're finished. Now here's some podlings right here. So why don't we go ahead and see how we do. Okay, I do have a buff. Okay, that's a power attack. Brutal strike. Actually no, I don't have a buff. I am going to put this stance on though. Where'd you go? Oh, here's a flower. Let's go ahead and get that. Alright. And then you'll see a little pouch, and you can right click. That's your loot. Now we are wearing gloves of the hero, which is 5 armor class, and this one is definitely not an upgrade, so we're not going to put that on, but we'll collect it all. Tattered rubbery skin. Lovely. What does it say? Oh, aggressive opponents. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get to level 2 in no time. Here's another plant. Now you notice there is little sparkles above them. They're not really obvious, but they are there. I kind of like it that they're subtle like that. Okay, we need to get some more seeds. And one more of these podlings. Okay, so they're done. And they're not going to attack me outright because they're not aggro. Sure, it won't be long before we're thrown into some aggro mobs. Here's another. Last one. Okay. I am back. Deeds are done.
Good day.
I have watched you slay the lesser Guitarro from here. I apologize for sending you against such weak creatures, but I figure you'd like to get a nice warm-up first. Oh, I do appreciate that. The war-bred hobgoblins will be a nice challenge for you, but first we must distinguish the threat from the marsh. Oh, look at this. Now that is quite the upgrade. We're going to go ahead and put these shoulders on right away.
You're doing.
I'll just grind up these seeds a bit and mix them with a few synthetic compounds. Though the aroma from the liquid is quite pleasant to us, it is vile to the Guittaro and will surely drive them back into the marsh.
Have you found your path?
Alright, so now we've got 3 things. We can learn, we can go train, which we probably need to do. We can speak about the life of a diplomat and the life of a crafter. So we're going to pick up each of these.
Go with honor.
You've done well, Alana. Your display of skill is intriguing. I sense the warrior's Jin is strong within your soul. Nevertheless, it is always best to hone your skills when the chance arises. Seek Koi Fin Life Cutter to the northeast. He will be able to instruct you and help you keep focus. Perhaps he can teach you a new ability as well.
How are you?
Okay, life of a diplomat. Do you enjoy all the battle, blood, and death that is battle? Or do you want to enjoy a more refined life? It might suit your fancy to become a diplomat. Diplomats tend to work behind the scenes on long-term goals instead of being on the front lines. If this sounds interesting to you, we have a very talented diplomat in town named Shu Redwine that will aid you in your training.
Fair day, traveler.
And life of a crafter. Well, you look a bit weary after your first taste of combat. Do I? If combat doesn't suit your fancy, we can always use good crafters. With everything the hobgoblins have destroyed, there will always be work for you if you choose the path of the crafter. If you think crafting may suit your fancy, head over to Kashami Sunrain. He helps all of the new crafters get started. Now this is a designer's note, so this is probably something important that we should be aware of. We are releasing the crafting quests on Isle of Dawn for testing purposes. Oh, Gaja wants to trade with me. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Nice, we got some goodies. Okay. However, only T1 non-quest recipes are working. There's no way for us to tell the client not to let you learn them. The client will let you go through the recipes until the very end. If it's not yet scripted, then it will say there's no result. Do not bug it. We are aware that the recipes need scripting. This has to be done manually, and it's a very time-consuming process. Quest-related recipes should be working. If you find any issue with them, please bug it, and they'll take a look. We are going to accept that as well. Okay, let's open up our quest log. Now, you will see that there are different tabs up at the top. Now, all of your quests are going to be listed here, but different types of quests will be in their own tab. So I think initially we're going to go and we're going to see if we can train. Here we go.
You are not ready.
Have you seen the magistrate lately? He's been real quiet since the warriors disappeared. Oh, I was told to come over here and get some training.
May you always have plenty to eat.
Ah, you have the look of a warrior. Now let me show you how to become one. As you progress, you should consider coming back to me or someone who specializes in instructing adventurers in the tactics of battle. Alright, so what do we want to get? We can't get both? Or do we get both? Both about the same. I think we get
Let
both.
me teach you.
Yeah, we do. Alright, so we're gonna put that one on and that one on. So I've got my new weapons. I really like the look of this. Very cool. The models for the mobs and the items are really, really neat. Enjoy those very much. Do you have anything to teach me? We are going to get this list. And it does show what level you have to be in order to learn it. Now right now we can learn kick and we can learn recall. Now recall I believe returns us back here. But it says it can't be used on the Isle of Dawn, so I'm not even going to spend money on that one. But this one is 50 copper, and I do happen to have just enough. So we're going to train our kick ability.
You're doing well.
And that's it right there. Okay, I remember seeing... Hello. I think I would like to be a diplomat.
Did you dream well last night?
Huh? I've heard your name mentioned here. If you have any skill in diplomacy or negotiation, we could use your help. Well, even if I'm not that good at it, I'd like to try.
Sea mists guide you.
Well, welcome to the world of diplomacy then. Shui smiles slightly to you. Ah, you want to know more about the art of diplomacy. Well, you must speak to Haruji Fourwaves, located in the Hall of Records, the center of government and greatest library on the Isle of Dawn. Whether you already are a skilled diplomat or just learning the tricks of the trade, he can help you. All right.
Good day.
Good day. So, we need to find him. We are going to make our way. This is a beautiful area. I love this bridge. The water isn't very blue though, is it? Could be just that it's nighttime, but looks kind of greenish. Sun Village, Earth Den, Guy's Noosa. So there are quests all around here. This must be the library. Yep, Hall of Records. Alright, so we're looking for Haruji. Uh-oh, somebody's crying. There's Haruji. Hello, sir.
I carry the best variety.
Welcome to the Hall of Records. You can learn much here if you simply look. Oh, you sell things. Interesting, we'll have to check that out.
Moon and stars.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Haruji bows his head. I will go over the basics of negotiation and persuasion on the Isle of Dawn. Even if you already know how to speak well, you will need a refresher course from me to get anyone here to lend you an ear. He offers you a candy dish. Please, have a mint. I think you'll find it quite tasty. Hey, what are you trying to say, dude? Let's see. This specialty candy freshens the breath, increasing the user's flattering ability for one conversation. Awesome.
Expect the finest.
Okay, here we go.
May Jin be with you.
Haruji beams at you. Well, welcome, welcome, fellow orator. Whether you know what you're doing or are fresh to the trade, you've come to the right place. The people on the Isle of Dawn must be spoken to the right way. Would you be interested? So after accepting this quest, check my diplomacy abilities in my ability book. Click the strategy button and drop cards into the available slots. Make sure to take at least one comment.
Save the best for you.
Alright, so we need to open up our abilities. We're going to go to diplomacy. Here we go. Okay. To begin this lesson, single-click on one of the comments in your strategy tray. This is my strategy tray, so I have room for 5 cards. After it appears in the Parlay UI, which we'll call the game board, click the green Speak button to play the card. We're going to pick this one, so it moves over here. Let's speak. Okay, I've gained control of the conversation. This will move the parley indicator progressing the dialogue. Playing a card will also end your turn and begin your opponent's turn. Haruji says, for now, click on another card and press speak, or just listen. You can also double-click cards to play them. Okay, I'm going to just listen. Okay. You'll notice that you have 2 buttons at the bottom of the game board, Speak and Listen. If you have no cards available to play, or do not wish to play a card, you can press Listen in order to pass your turn. Take a moment to move your mouse pointer over the playing field. By passing your mouse cursor over the various elements, the game board and your strategy tray, you'll be able to read explanations of each function. Right. And the purple seal indicates who is making the more progress towards his or her agenda. At the end of each turn, the player in the lead gets to make a point, reducing his or her counter by 1. So we want to do another one and speak. Okay. On the far right side of the parlay, you will see 2 speech bubbles with numbers next to them. These speech bubbles display your current number of dialogue points. Dialogue points are the number of points you and your opponent need to count down in order to win. The bottom number is your total. When it reaches 0, you win, so I am ahead. If your opponent reaches 0, you lose. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this one. In order to score points, you will need to move the indicator, the circle on the track between the speech bubbles, to your side of the track, which it is. It's pretty close to the bottom. You will earn a dialogue point on any turn the parlay indicator's on your side of the board. Doesn't matter how far. As you earn these points, you will see the number within your speech bubble decrease, and you will also earn lines of dialogue within the dialogue box as a further reward. So we're going to go ahead and play this one. Remember, the bottom half of the game board represents you, and the top half represents your opponent. The dots under the icons in the middle represent expression, which will be explained further along. So this is expression. We haven't learned that yet. To bring it together, the number on the wax seal in the upper right corner on your card is the influence. Influence is the number of points you will move the indicator towards your side of the board. Okay, well, we can't see mine because none of my cards are available. So we are going to listen. I won the parlay. And we got 75 diplomacy experience. Take a moment to read all of this and understand it, and then we'll move on. Once you've done, click the Complete button. Hail me and find the additional training quests if you want to learn more.
May birdsong greet you each morning.
Wow. Well, everybody, you know what? I think we're going to leave the episode here today. Next time we will continue on with the diplomacy, but that gives you a little taste of what it is. It's very, very involved. It can get complicated. There are a lot of cards, as you can see. There were tons of cards that I was able to pull up, and as soon as I can add them to my deck, I will. I should have done that prior to the last parlay, which I will make sure that I add a couple more cards next time. It's kind of coming back to me. But thank you for joining me today. Please give a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. I plan on putting out a Vanguard video every Sunday, so keep a watch and hope to see you then. Take care.